Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be drawing and answering some of your questions that you asked me on Instagram. If you hear a paper in the background, I printed out the questions. They're here, so because I don't have anywhere to look at them. And my inspiration today will be like this and this little Lego that I just got. I just love him. Look at him. And I'm just going to be making it up as I go, just drawing it out and answering questions, and that's about it. So first we'll start off with an easy question. The question is, how old am I? I'm 29. I'm almost 30, which is very just weird to like even think about, because 30 to me is like an old human, but being old is not a bad thing. It just is. All right. And when did I start drawing? So I've been drawing my whole life, ever since like super little. I didn't always draw well, but I always loved art. I loved coloring. Like I remember in school, my favorite part of school, like when I was most calm, was when we were coloring. And I just, anytime I could draw, I would always be drawing during class. I just wouldn't pay attention. I would just draw. And then about 5 years ago was when I really started taking art more seriously and trying to learn how to get better and like just learn more about art. Also, I don't know what colors I'm using yet here, so I might just keep switching things. All right, another question. What form of art relaxes me the most to create? What art? I think like when I'm most relaxed is if I'm in the woods, which this is a photo I took in the woods. If I'm in the woods and I have my notebook with me, like my little drawing notebook, that's when it's very calming. Just to like scribble with a pencil, it's very relaxing. And also painting is relaxing. It really depends on like what environment I'm in, honestly. Like my environment affects my art so much. Right now I'm calm because no one's here right now, but like if people are around, I don't really get into calmness so much. I do want to get noise canceling headphones, so maybe that will help me a little bit, because noises just are, I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm a fan of like woods and birds, but you know. Okay, more questions. How do I get inspiration? Well, if like either I'm on the internet all the time, so there's so much inspiration every second, but if I'm out on a walk, that usually helps. Like I always recommend, if someone is trying to be more creative and stuff, like taking a walk, but not with your phone. And if you have your phone, like put it away, don't use it at all. And just take in the environment, take in whatever you're around, if it's houses, if it's trees, and like let your mind be free. And you know, ideas just like come up randomly. That's what happens with me. Or I'll go on a walk and I'll be like, okay, I want to make sure I have an idea after I go on this walk. Or just walking in general is good for your brain. So I'm just taking a drink, and if you have water, take a drink too. What are art improvement tips? Okay, so let me think. I would say like finding something that you really like. So something you're passionate about. It could be literally cats, avocados, flowers, a favorite singer of yours. And I feel like when you're drawing something that's fun and you like it, you're more willing to like get out of your comfort zone and try new things. And also I would recommend like if you are drawing, right before your drawing session, let's say you're drawing something that you normally draw, do a 5-minute drawing of something that you hate drawing. Like, let's say you don't like drawing hands, just sit for 5 minutes, put on a timer, draw hands for 5 minutes. And I think our brains just get very stubborn and we don't want to do new things. We want it just to come easy, but that's not how it works. Like there was a point where I was so overwhelmed because I was like, oh my God, art is so much. There's just so much everywhere. But you just take it one step at a time and just like enjoy art. Also, I'm mindlessly drawing, coloring this in. I don't really have like I'm not focused. Whatever it is, whatever happens, happens. I just don't want to get too anxious about making this YouTube video because I keep pushing everything off because my brain and me, we live with anxiety and I just think too much. All right. Do I know the gingerbread man? That's one of the questions. Yes, I do. Me and him hang out every Sunday and we go hang out with Shrek because that's where we live. Now let's see what else. What was most challenging for me art-wise? I think for me, like, I love drawing anything and everything. Like, even if it's difficult, I'll get through it eventually. Like, I will try and try. For me, it's more about like showing my art and selling my art. I get very anxious about doing that. Like, I love art itself, but marketing stuff it's a lot of people talking and I'm not a fan of that. Like, I know how to talk to people, I just don't want to all the time just because it takes a lot of energy. I'd rather just like listen to the person and space out than have to like keep up with what the person's saying because sometimes it just gets overwhelming. Do I merge all the layers before rendering? Yeah, I do. Recently I have done that always. I don't really use layers anymore. I used to use like 50 layers, but now I'll do 2 layers, one for the background and one for the person, and then maybe one more thing. Let me just drink a little bit before. Also, I am used to talking, but I'm talking a lot. My cat is right behind me. He's like totally on his back sleeping because it is so hot in here. But he likes to hang out with me, which is very cute even though it's hot. Okay. Now, I'm going to stick with one question and stay with it for a bit so I can get more into the art. Do I prefer drawing traditionally or digitally? Well, I have my good stuff and my bad stuff with it. So when it comes to like, also I'm using the flat brush for most of this, just letting you guys know. It's right here. It comes with Procreate. Well, with digital, I love it, but I can't, it's very much unattached from me. And with traditional, I see my handwork into it. I don't know how to explain that, but this is very much like a robot. And for me, I really want to improve my traditional because I want to work on watercolor today. I just love creating. Like, this is also creating, but I don't know. Like I don't prefer an art thing. Like with digital, like I like it because if, let's say I am going somewhere, I could just bring my iPad and I can draw, but I can also do that with paper too. So I just like art. I like creating. If I am able to create, I'm good. Like, I wish I could create all the time, and everywhere I go, I want to be able to create and stuff. Okay, next question. Major or no major opinion on art college? Okay, so I kind of have no clue about art colleges. I have watched like some random YouTubers who have gone to art college. I don't know anyone who went to art college. So I wouldn't know. I know, like, growing up, it wasn't even an option for me to even think about going to college because it's just not something my family did. And I don't know if I would have been able to go to art college just because it seems like school, and I can't imagine having to go to school again. I just was not a fan of school. I am going to take this green here. I want to add some green. Yeah, so that is about art college. And I don't know, I feel like it's so much money. I don't even know what people in art college do. I guess they learn art, and like, do they even get jobs after? I have no idea. I know I should like probably look it up. I would love to go in art college once. I've never even been inside of a college before, so maybe one day I want to go inside one just to see what it's like, because I've only seen colleges like on movies, literally, or on YouTube. I know that's like very random. Yeah, I just have never yeah, like that's where I still want to learn more about the world and stuff, and I still get so scared about things. I get very anxious about going out, and now it's even worse. My anxiety has been bad, and I like how I just am going on about anxiety and not talking about college now. Yeah, I still want to add this little guy, so I'm going to draw him while I do the next question. Okay, this is a good question. How often do I go on walks, and what are my favorite kind of trails to walk? Okay, so I love walking in the woods. My favorite is like being somewhere like this with a lot of trees, little people. I don't like if there's a lot of people around, because whenever I have to say hello in the woods, I get so anxious. It doesn't matter who it is, unless they have like a really cute dog, but usually I'm like cursing, like swearing to myself after I say hello to someone, because I'm like, oh my god, I sounded so weird, even after just saying hello. So woods without people and also quiet, but the woods near me aren't quiet because there's like what's it called near it? There's a lot of cars near it, and I love just being in the quiet. I love finding animals. I get really excited. Like, the only time I ever get like visibly excited is when I see animals in the woods, and I get very excited. Like the other day I saw a huge turtle, and that was very exciting for me. And what happens is, if I see it, I'm gonna look for it every single time I go back to the woods. So and also I live in Ohio, where there are a lot of hiking trails and stuff, but only for like, the spring and summer. The winter is just cold, and but yeah, I am happy we have a lot of trees and stuff here. And I love feeding the deer and feeding all the animals, and yeah. Like today I'm getting some bird food. I'm gonna feed the squirrels and the deer and the birds and the raccoons. Yesterday there was a raccoon here, and it was so cute. I love animals. They just make me happy. And I grew up in a neighborhood where no one has animals, no one has pets. Well, I have a cat, but like now a few people have pets, but it is interesting like how much I have like an attachment to animals. Like recently I went to this pool where they had a dog, and I literally went home that day and I was crying because I missed him. The first time I met him, I just never grew up around any dogs, and And to me, they're like very exciting still, because it's not something that I grew up around. So I think most people, dogs are just so normal and part of their environment and stuff, and animals in general, but that is not with me. I used to work in a dog kennel, so that's how I know about dogs, because I feel like most people know dogs. I just didn't. Okay, let me answer another question while I have this here. How to grow on your platforms. Okay, so how to grow. Let me think of what. I feel like, first of all, why, I feel like you should ask yourself, like, why do you want to grow? What is it about? Because if it's about numbers, then no. If you want to grow like a business, or you want to find a group of people that are like you, and then that's good. I feel like people get very stuck on numbers and things like that. And of course, it's not like I don't, but I used to be a lot more. Now it's more about like, I want people to enjoy my art, and I want to enjoy my art, and I want people to just be excited to see my art. But how to grow, I would say it's a lot about like using hashtags, of course. Like if you look at my posts in my comment section, I always have a bunch of hashtags that I use. I've been using them for like 5 years now. I just copy paste them, and that helps. And also just drawing stuff that you like, and just being confident in what you're doing. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Just, I feel like people like confidence, maybe. Also, literally, I could be saying stuff that literally doesn't make sense right now, because I'm just literally trailing off of my brain. I just know when I watch art YouTubers, I'm like, okay, I don't care what they're talking about, as long as they're talking and drawing, and then I can talk and draw. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm still trying to get this little guy. He's so cute. Like, look at his face. I love going to like yard sales and stuff like that. So there was a rummage sale thing happening. So I always get stuff for my nieces and nephews, but this one I kept because he was so cute. I do need to wash him, but it's okay. I will after. Yeah, I love finding stuff, and I love making things out of random stuff. Like I got a few little tiny stuffed animals, and I'm gonna use them for my oil paintings. Yeah. Let me just fix this little guy up. I just want to get him not to look like a duck, because that's what he's looking like. Yeah. It's like I feel like by now, whoever's watching is people that are watching me normally, so now I could just like be more open. I feel like in the beginning of my videos, I don't like to talk about me personally so much, because I don't know who's listening to these, and then I get anxious about it. Yeah, it's just like, even like with the whole art college thing, people around me didn't go to college, so it's just all of these things. Like I feel very like an outsider all the time, but it's something I'm working on. Like I want to get better at just like trying to fit in and not feeling anxious about fitting in and stuff. Like even I was talking to someone, and I asked them like how they were so comfortable about traveling or in not being anxious, but of course they were anxious. But to me, then I remembered how like with me and traveling, literally like I didn't grow up around stuff like most people did. I can't even explain it. It just yeah. And also I want to learn not to introduce myself as like, because this is what I do. I'm like, oh yeah, I grew up in a cult, but I need to like separate myself from that, and it's really hard for me not to automatically bring that up because I guess I'm not the best at conversations sometimes. I mean, I'm fine with my conversation. I feel like for other people, it's a lot, like hearing that. And yeah, people just, I don't know. I think about stuff way too much. I have anxiety, as you know, if you hear me right now. Okay, so we have this dinosaur. He's looking a little angry, so we're gonna move his eye. Let me see what else someone asked. Someone asked, how do I blend so good? I will tell you how I blend so well. Hold on. I will show you. Okay, so whenever there's an edge, see this is an edge, I will always blend it. I take the soft airbrush and I will blend out the edges so there's no more edges, but lightly. And that's where like the blending comes in. And don't press down hard with your brush, just soft, like you're smoothing out I don't know what, but you're smoothing it out. And then just like I don't like having any harsh edges. Sometimes I do, not on purpose, it just that's what happens. And also I'm always trying to like learn new things, new techniques. I did want to use like textured brushes today, but I don't know if I will. But like I think a huge part, I'm just thinking right now, like a huge part of my art, what I want is I want my art to be unique. I want it to just be, I want my art to be like, oh, that's Sugar and Beets art. Which it's not there yet, because as much as people are like, oh yeah, I can recognize your art, I would say my art looks very much like Instagram art. Like, I don't know, or maybe that's just my brain talking and me not being confident. I don't really know. Yeah. I'm just trying to get his head shape. I don't fear love. I hope you guys are okay. I'm just gonna sing for a little bit. I don't know how YouTube works with singing anymore, and how it hurts when you walk out of the door, forgetting why we fell in love hurts me the most. Looks very funny. I need to fix his eye. And also I wonder like if other people look at my art and they're like, oh, this artist seems confident and all that. Because, or like I have everything together and I sell all my art, which I don't, because I still haven't put up my website because I'm just anxious all the time. And yeah, but I know I will eventually. I feel like my brain is very much like a ticking time bomb, and it's always like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, you gotta do it, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Which is not healthy, but it's kind of a habit at this point. His head looks so funny. I'm trying to like make it not look funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like I'm just spending so much time on this dinosaur. I want to switch to like the eyes now. Okay. Or maybe I'm just gonna change the eye and make it a different eye. Just like a closed eye. Okay. Yep. And yeah, just anxiety really kind of is in the forefront of my life right now, or always. And yeah, I can get help, but then there's the anxiety of having to go get help now. and having to reach out to my therapist and all that, which I need to. I'm just like going through my brain right now, guys. I hope you're having fun watching this, because oh shit, yeah. This is why I don't always post, because I'm always embarrassed of like, I start rambling and then I'm like, oh no, people are not gonna like this, and I'm just having a very low self-esteem day today. Yeah. And also I always want to be positive. I don't want to drain people. Yeah. One thing I would love to do is I really want to draw in my dreams. I still have not been able to control my dreams. I always want to. I just haven't. Like, I remember my dreams in the morning, but I really should have a dream journal. I should put like a fun marker next to my bed, because then I'll draw my dream instead of writing, because I don't like writing. I don't know if anyone does like, I know of course people like writing. I don't like physically like typing out, writing letters. I don't fear love anymore, and how it hurts. Also, I'm trying not to use so many colors, so I'm using like a few and trying to get them everywhere. I'll put the orange as an eyeshadow. And maybe a blush. Also, I want to learn to like live in the present, you know? And I wonder like all these thoughts that I have, if people are connecting with it. If you are, you can let me know, or yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys. And I do read your messages and I read your comments and everything. Like, I see you. And it's like crazy how nice all you guys are. Like, anytime people message me or say stuff, they're always very kind and nice, and no one's scary, which is nice too. Like, I feel like I used to get, like when I was younger, I got like, people on the internet just were not nice, the people that I was talking to. And it's nice to have people who are kind and just think before they speak, and like animals and like people, and think people are people, you know? I'm just blending everything out right now. Yeah. I don't fear love anymore. That song is just stuck in my head. Aurora, my favorite musician, artist, she finally released a song that she's had out for a while, but it was not released. It was just on vinyl, and it's in my head. I don't like those eyebrows that I drew, and I want to give more like maybe some redness here. And I want to add some colors into the hair. We'll add pink, because pink is nice. I was just thinking about how one time I wrote my mother a poem, and I was like, "You're very nice, just like rice." That was my poem skills when I was younger. You know, because humans are like rice, and they're nice. We have a motorcycle making noise outside. And how it hurts when you walk out of the door, forgetting why we fell in love. I just really want to post more. And I think this is what happens. So I'm like, oh, I want to post. And then I make a thing and then I'm like, oh, it's not so good, so I shouldn't post it. And then I get lazy to do a thumbnail and all of that. And yeah, one day I'll have an editor. That would be so amazing. And then I can I won't have to worry so much about the presentation itself. Because I get drained after I make these, and the hair is like kind of green right now. I want to add, make it a different color. So let's see. I do change the color balance all the time. If you're wondering how I get like this yellowy look that I usually do, it's because of this. And then I'll do the saturation. And let's see. Yeah, I just like messing around with the colors. I'm just not a fan right now of the dinosaur, so I'm going to change the color of it. Let's see, green. I don't fear love anymore. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little better. It just was like too harsh, and then maybe I'm going to put a color on top. Let's see, maybe some blue. Maybe like a darker blue though. And I want to mess around with these. See if I like any of them. Now, okay, okay, I didn't realize I had left colors in the background, so I need to cut that out. Okay. And let's see what else. Like, as I'm drawing, all my dreams kind of like come back to me a little bit, but I don't remember them well. Okay, I like the blue. Be a blue shirt. I've been watching this new show called Paper Girls. It reminds me of like Stranger Things, 80s aesthetic, but time travel. Like it has potential, but I don't know if I love it. I like time travel though, so there were aspects that I did like. I'm just trying to find stuff to watch, and I don't really have anything to watch recently. Or maybe I watch a lot of stuff. So, yeah. I want to add to the eyes. Maybe I'll add some maybe hearts and stuff in there. I'll do like more blue. And I am keeping this here. It's very calming to look at for me. Just knowing nature's there. We have a little dude right here. I am gonna do it on another layer, and trying to think of like what I want to do. Maybe blue lips. I haven't done like a colorful makeup look in a while. So blue lips, blue eyeshadow, and then maybe like a clip and pearls. And I'll add some like another clip here. I'm not sure. Or maybe just blue. I like the blue hair. Okay, some blue hair. And then I'm going to change the color of the shirt because of the blue. Maybe I'll make it like dark. I'm just working on this until my family gets home, because it's quiet right now. Well, right now there's a bus there, but it is mostly quiet. I know it's not working. I feel like my iPad is just glitching a little bit. And let's see. I want to add freckles. Also, thank you for watching if you are still watching, and you can always leave something below, even if it's like an emoji. And it does help, like it does encourage me to make more YouTube videos. And yeah. And if you're new here, hi. I didn't say that in the beginning, but hi, I hope you're having a good day. And to Stephanie, there's a Stephanie watching. I hope you're having a good day. And who else is watching? Jennifer, if you're watching, I hope you're having a good day. Matt, I hope you're having, I'm literally naming off random names. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I'm outlining it now, because I was like, oh, that's a little dark, but I am doing that. Do you like how like half of my sentences are just being gibberish right now? Yep. Okay, let's see. Okay, I like that better. And how it hurts. And I want to switch songs for my head. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie. I know I should really go like that, but I always end up, wait, I think I can move this out. I remember like there was something, I guess I don't know how to do it. I don't even know what this button is. What does it mean? What does it mean when you nod your head yes, but you wanna da 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 da? Is it too late now to say sorry? I'm just having random songs in my head. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. I want to add some like saturation and then change the color a little bit. Let's see. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now. Let me add some whites to the eyes, and I think I'm done after this. I might like smooth things out. Maybe I'll just stay here for a little bit if people still want to watch, because I want to just like blend things and maybe have a little bit of a quiet little moment. And also I still do get anxious posting stuff, like not all the time, but it still happens, just in case like you guys want to know that. Here's some stuff going on, some building stuff. And how it hurts when you walk out of the door. All of my friends are missing again. Is that what happens when you fall in love? You don't have the time, you leave them all behind. But I don't get along with anyone. Maybe I'm a problem. Maybe I'm a problem. I want to see if I like how that looks. And I don't get along with anyone. I think I'm gonna outline it with like purple. You don't have the time, you leave them all behind. All right, well, I am finished with this. Wait, I'll add something to the eye. I know I said that earlier. And the lips, some highlights. And this is done. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was like a little bit of a intense, very blabbing video, but I appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate you always checking out my art. And yeah, like I really appreciate it from my heart to your heart. And I hope your day goes well and you feel calm. And the reason also I posted this, when I asked a question on Instagram, I said, what are you doing? And someone said, watching your videos. So right then I was like, okay, people watch my videos, it's okay, and I'll make one. But I hope you guys have a good day. What should I name my dinosaur? Leave a comment down below. Bye.